I feel like I was targeted,
Mm-hmm.
like from my precinct, like the 77th precinct. Like I kept going to the neighborhood, but I mean, I was being targeted. Like every time they see me, they'd pick at me.
Right.
Let me hop out, search me, just with me, anything I do.
Mm.
I was even getting picked up. I didn't do like and then released, like, cause when they found out it wasn't me.
Right.
But they was like, I feel like I was being kidnapped sometimes. Like they was
Mm.
just taking me off the street, taking me to the precinct.
You're in the right place. It's Unpack That with Miabelle. 26 AR in the building. I've been waiting for you for some time.
For sure.
Yeah, it's been a while. The first time, I was acquainted with you, the music, you were supposed to be doing Hot 97's Who's Next.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. It got canceled. And then we ended up having like a little after party. And that's where I met you. And, we were supposed to get up.
Yeah.
And here we are now.
Yeah.
My set is out now.
For sure.
Boleon shot it.
Uh-huh.
Now, I do want to go back into your musical history because
Yeah.
I know, a lot has influenced it. And you've been through a lot too.
Yeah.
Even though you're a young guy,
Yeah.
you done had some experiences that
That's a
really pushed you in this way. So I want to hear about them.
I'm saying, like, I got into music in jail. That's when I
Mhm.
started rapping and shit. Like, I was just bored in jail. I need something to do. I started writing to myself.
How long were you in there for?
I was in it for 4 years, but other than that, I was in and out. Before that, like, I was in and out. Like, so, like,
How old
I ain't
was
gonna lie, my whole teenage years, I was in jail, like, back and forth.
Really?
Yeah.
And I don't want to ask for what because that ain't none of my business.
Nah, there's a lot of different shit. It's just street shit, like, I don't know.
But what kept you going back? This is something that I want to understand from young people.
Yeah.
Because I see it too. Even in my family, I got some family members in and
Yeah.
out. And I always wonder, like, I feel like I'm really big into how we're conditioned as Black people, especially in America. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's a space that they made specifically for us, Black
Yeah.
men too.
Sure.
So when I see young people in and out of the system, I kind of want to know where their head is at.
Mhm.
And the fact that you grew out of that is such a big deal. And the fact that you're here in the flesh making music and doing what you love now, to be able to look back and see where you come from, that's a big deal and
Yeah.
something that you should really celebrate.
Right.
And yeah, I want to dig deeper as to, like, when you were a kid going through all of that.
Yeah.
Get deep with me. Come on, 26.
I'm saying, I feel like I was targeted,
Mm-hmm.
like from my precinct, like the 77th precinct. Like I kept going to the neighborhood, but I mean, I was being targeted. Like every time they see me, they'd pick at me.
Right.
Let me hop out, search me, just with me, anything I do.
Mm.
I was even getting picked up for I didn't do, like, and then released, like, because when they found out it wasn't me.
Right.
But they was like, I feel like I was being kidnapped sometimes. Like they was just taking me off the street, taking me to the precinct.
And then when you don't know your rights either,
Yeah.
and you don't know like what they can and cannot do, it makes it even more difficult.
Yeah.
And when they don't even teach us that in schools either. So when the
sure.
police come pull you off the street for something you ain't even do, you don't
Yeah.
even know what to ask for.
Yeah. I learned a lot of that off like YouTube and stuff like
Oh yeah, these motherfuckers aren't even reading the Miranda rights.
Nah, they not.
Were they doing that to you back in the day?
Nah, they was just grabbing me.
You got a case. 2-6. If I was a lawyer, I'd represent you.
Even my last the last time I got arrested, it was conspiracy, and I got released. They dropped the charges, but they still took me for a couple days.
Right.
But
Right.
it's taking me like
Yeah.
I can't do nothing about it.
So fast forward, you were in for about 4 years,
Yeah.
and this is where you found your passion for music.
Uh-huh.
Now, before that, I read that you got some musical history. I know mom or whoever you was around
Yeah.
was listening to jazz and the old school stuff
Yeah.
too. So you do have
sure.
that musical instinct, right?
Yeah, my whole family, my pops, my mom, whatever they was listening to, I was listening to that.
Right.
Yeah.
And one thing about drill, the way you guys remix songs or cover joints,
Mm.
it shows that you know
Yeah.
what was really going
Some
on in the
history.
music.
For sure.
Right. Now take me back to you being in that cell and getting acquainted with that pen. Because you had to physically write it down.
Yeah.
Or did you have a cell phone in there?
Nah. Nah. I had to write it down. Like I had a notebook. Like you buy a notebook of commissary. Then like a lot of the other like inmates would be out they cell doing whatever. And if I'm not playing chess, like I was used to play chess with like a CO.
Really?
Yeah,
You gotta
cause
be real smart for chess.
a lot of the inmates ain't know how to really play. So if he wasn't there, I was in my cell just writing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got a chess player too.
Yeah,
Right. So upon your release and coming out, is this when Aaron Rodgers came out?
yeah, my first day home, I made that song.
Your first day home,
Yeah,
locked in. So
yeah.
you went to the studio? Walk me through that whole process. And
Uh,
who picked you up?
A Loud, that's my producer.
Okay.
Yeah, he came like I was calling him when I was in jail and shit. And then like closer to my release date, he him and my friends came to pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, from the jail, we went Queensboro Correctional Facility.
Okay.
From there, we went right to the studio. We had like it was mad people in the studio. We just made a song, shot the vid,
Mm-hmm.
same day.
And why Aaron Rodgers? So you went straight to it.
Yeah,
You got it all done.
yeah. Nah, Aaron Rodgers, cause like when I wrote that probably like 3 months before I came home. And I was just like rapping it to my friends over the phone. They was feeling it, so I'm like, I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking on that.
Yeah.
So
Your biggest joint to date?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Nah, not my biggest, but
What everyone knows you for?
it's a classic though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, what or who would you say are some of your musical influences?
Influences.
Like, who were you
Uh,
listening to coming up?
Coming up, I was listening to whatever my pops was listening to, like Jay-Z. He really like Jay-Z mostly.
Uh-huh. Were you a 50 Cent fan?
Nah, really, but I fuck
What?
with 50 though. I fuck with 50. He tough.
See, 50 was my childhood. I was 10 years old rapping Many Men. Like, I had ops.
Yeah.
So I feel a way that wasn't your experience, but we
Nah,
are a
I
little
fuck
bit
with
in
50.
age.
He one of them ones though, but
Yeah.
it was really Jay-Z.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you from Brooklyn. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
for sure.
Now, the drill scene, I know there's always a lot of back and forth with who started what and where they come from. Now, I am oblivious to it all, okay? But I love speaking to, the drill artists and seeing their take.
Yeah.
So who would you say kind of came up with this genre of music? I know a lot of people like to say that it also started in the UK. Or who would you say, or where would it have started here in New York? Some people say the Bronx, Brooklyn. But for you, where did it start?
Well, I feel like me personally, I feel like it started with like my guys. You heard like 2605. Like before I was rapping, they was rapping, and that was like 2015. So I don't know. Before that, I don't know. But
So it's your set.
Yeah.
My
26. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I was 2015, like Nico, Blizzy.
Now, what about the genre kind of cools you to it? Because, it's that gritty music. It's hard. The covers that you guys do, the way you remix it, sometimes you take in the soft joints or you do something like you did on, was it Drenchin with So Special?
Yeah.
I like that one right there.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So what about the music calls you?
I'm saying like it's me, like it's where I'm from, like, feel me? It's just I'm just talking like what I'm going through, my experiences, shit like that.
Absolutely. Now, Boy Leone is actually giving us a call right now, live in the middle of the interview.
Slum.
Drench. Unpack that with Miabelle. We got Boy Leone on the line.
You know that, stream that. It's my boy.
Mindset Part 3. The video is out. Now, talk to me. Sorry, Rod. Now you got to go. I'm saying your real name. We're going to talk about the video. All right. Now, Mindset Part 3. Talk to me about the visuals for that. Because I know you drill artists are very specific with how you want things looking. Especially when you get to making videos that acknowledge your craft.
I'm saying, like, it's a mindset 1, 2. It's the third one, so we had to be like, the first one, second one was like, it was like treacherous, like it was in the trenches. When we fake switched it up, put the Maybach truck out. It's like something elevated, you know.
Okay.
But we still drenching though.
Still drenching. Are you ever going to stop drenching? Is that ever gonna be a title?
I'm saying it's in me, it's not on me, so I don't know. Like I was raised this way, you were for sure.
It's in me, not on me. I like that. But in the same breath, you're growing in a space where the things that you used to do, aren't happening.
Nah.
You're elevating.
Yeah.
Speak on that. Because I feel like a lot of artists also who, you know, are in New York and they're doing drill and all of that, I feel like they need to hear that. You're signed to Def Jam.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, like, you got to focus on the task at hand. Like, you can't be doing the same shit you used to do if you want to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to just surround yourself with different people, stuff like that. I don't know, like.
Yeah, the environment takes a huge place in that, right?
For sure. Can't do the same things you used to do.
Right.
Or you going to end up where you used to. Feel me?
Mm-hmm. And that's something we don't want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Now, what do you think about the stereotype that drill gets and just the way that NYPD hip hop police react when it comes to you guys performing in your hometown?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It's corny. I feel like every genre of rap, every genre, period, of music got, like, it mentions some type of violence in it. So I don't know why they just picking on drill in particular for me.
Right.
I find it biased.
Very much so. And, you know, being in and out of the system and then having to deal with it in another way through your career. Of course, not to that level, but it's like you trying to perform at a show and they're stopping
It's
things.
entertainment.
Yeah.
That's it.
So how do you reach your supporters?
I'm saying I reach them through my music, like dropping music, Instagram, stuff like that. That's how I try to reach through my platforms, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Still Drenchin is something that is in the making.
Yeah. Nah, it's done.
It's done?
Yeah.
When can we expect it?
This month.
This month?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And
Sure.
what kind of energy would you say we're going to get on there? And do we have any special features? You smiling, so I know it's somebody. Who you got on there?
For this one? Nah, I ain't really go crazy with the features on this one. This one is, for me, this for my core fans, you know?
Mm-hmm.
For me, like, it's like a sequel of Drenchin', like, because when I first came out, I made a tape called Drenchin'.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This one called Still Drenchin', so this for, like, my special fans, you know?
Yeah, we doing it in another way.
Yeah.
Right?
Elevated. Everything just elevated. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you spend your first bag on?
My first bag?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, let me see.
The people need to know.
My first bag, damn, what did I spend it on?
See, you done forgot. That's how many bags you done got.
I forgot, but I know. Like, I gave my grandma some bag.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my lady.
How proud of you is she? I'm sure your whole family is like, wow, you really doing it out here.
Embarrassingly proud.
Oh, I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, but I don't know. I probably went to Aviani. I went to Aviani.
Okay.
On his ring. Yeah.
See,
I think this is the first thing I bought.
Shining.
His ring.
There we go. One thing about y'all know what to get when you get you some money.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like I ain't know what to get. I feel like I was doing anything.
Really?
Yeah, but I like this ring. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, on the project, what can we expect as far as variety? Like, are you giving us any thug love on there? I love when the street rappers talk about them being in love.
Yeah.
That is a something that is near and dear to my heart. Yeah. Are we gonna get that on the project?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Like 1 or 2.
1 or 2 of them joints?
For sure.
Okay. Inspired by anyone in particular? You don't have to be too, you don't gotta say too much. Cause I know once people find out what's going on, that's when they try to, right, sis? You off camera. But once they find out who is with who is when they try to get in the mix. Yeah. We not doing that.
Yeah, for sure. She shy. She don't want to do the camera or the name, so.
And I love that.
We'll keep it in the cut.
Keep it in the cut.
Sure.
And stay out the DM. Okay? So yeah, we're going to get that on the project. What else? Are you getting deep and personal?
We getting trenchy for real. We're bringing it back to the trenches.
We getting fly. We talking fly shit only.
Fly shit only though.
Okay.
Always.
I love it. We're looking forward to it. Still Drenchin' is on the way. Sure. And when it drops, please make sure you make your way back. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do our best to get you on all the stages in New York City.
For sure.
Without the police involved.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Unpack that with Miabelle. We did it.
Slime.
Slime. You're in the right place. It's Unpack That with Miabelle.